Hey guys, Happy New Year. I wanted to do a quick video of my updated perfume collection. I did one in August, but since then I've had some changes and additions and subtractions. So if that sounds something that is interesting to you, please keep watching, and here we go. All right, so first off, I'll just quick rundown. I've got one tray here of perfumes that are more aesthetically kind of modern looking. And then over here, I have a tray of perfumes that are more classic, very, I think, I'm going to say Jane Austen vibe, more classic in that, I don't know, just looks beautiful. And then I love that look too, more simplistic and minimalist. So, all right, let's get to it. I'm going to put this down here, so forgive the camera angle. It's a little bit difficult where I'm situated just to get a wide shot. But let's start with these modern looking ones. And before we do that, I wanted to start with actually this. So, okay, last year I became obsessed with perfume. And before that, I had maybe 3 perfumes, one of which was Serge Lutens, and it was Nuit de Cellophane. I think that's how you say it. So you'll notice if you have this bottle right now that this is an old label, it's an old bottle. I think I probably got it in, I don't know, early 2000s. And you'll see that actually it's not holding the perfume anymore. It's holding like an alcohol sanitizer, because when I ran out of it, I wanted to keep the bottle because it was so pretty. And so I just, opened it up and put some alcohol in there, and it kind of mixed with the scent of the perfume. And it's a quick little hand sanitizer. So little tip, if anyone wants to try that with one of their old perfume bottles, just wanted to share that with you. All right. So, all right, let's dig into this tray over here. So I love Byredo. I have, well, let's just do it this way. I have 4 Byredos: Gypsy Water, Velvet Haze, Slow Dance, and Bibliothèque. Gypsy Water is what started it off for me. That's like launched my perfume obsession this year. And then I got Velvet Haze and Slow Dance and Bibliothèque all in December. Slow Dance was for my birthday, and Velvet Haze and Bibliothèque was for Christmas. So love them all, and what can I say? I do have another video on Velvet Haze and Slow Dance, and I'm going to do one on Bibliothèque, but love them all. All right. One thing I wanted to mention too is that as I'm going through this, if you see a perfume that you wish there was a full review of it, please just let me know down in the comments, and I'll definitely do that for you. Okay. Then also we have Vanilla Woods right here. So I've made a nice dent in that, you will see. And the thing about Vanilla Woods, so, I got it in the summer, and I wasn't really crazy about it. And I'd said, I'm not going to buy another bottle of this because, it was pretty. It's a vanilla. It's sort of a sweet pear, rose vanilla, and it has a lot of essential oil in it. So it's very substantial, and it lasts a long time, and it has, a great scent. But it just wasn't for me completely. But when it became winter, it just opened up, and so the scent is much more beautiful in the cold weather. So if you are living in a cold climate, I do recommend this one. If you like vanilla, pear, and rose, then I think you'll like this one, and I do recommend it for winter. So I'm trying to use it up for the winter so that I probably still will not buy another bottle of it, but I will enjoy it in this cold weather, and I'm trying to use it all up before the warm weather comes. All right, so next let's go to this one. Juliet Has a Gun. So Juliet Has a Gun, Vanilla Vibes. I also have another video on this, but it's kind of a dry vanilla is how I describe it, in sandalwood, and it's not for everybody. So this is one of those fragrances that I definitely think you should try a sample before you buy a full-size bottle. I did blind buy it, but it worked out. So at first I was like, oh, I'm not quite sure about this. But the more I wore it, I really loved it, and I like wearing it in the summer. Look at this beautiful bottle, the ombre. Really pretty, really pretty. It's very heavy, it's substantial. It's just a little different, in terms of It's not your sweet vanilla at all. Complete opposite of Vanilla Woods. So definitely try it before you buy it. Okay, then we have my one and only full size Jo Malone Mimosa in Cardamom, and I love this. It was a blind buy. It was like my third fragrance in 2020 when my obsession first began, and it's beautiful. Yep, it's really beautiful. It's like a, well, mimosa cardamom, and it's nice in the springtime. I think I'm going to wear it for my vacation in May upcoming. I have a tiny wood sage and sea salt, you know, and that's okay. I don't think I would buy a full-size bottle of this. I think I would prefer something like Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue or something versus this one, but you know, it's okay. All right, and then just back there, I'm not going to do some tiny samples, but I do happen to have samples of Byredo Belle d'Afrique, which is one of their very common, I mean, not common, it's one of their, I think, more popular scents, and it does smell good. And then also I have Tobacco Mandarin, which, sorry about that, it smells really good too. And obviously, most of Byredo's scents are unisex. All right, so moving on to this tray here. So pretty. Trying to get as far back as I can without falling off of this bureau. So, okay, here we go. Let's start off with this one, Iris Prima. Well, first of all, okay, let's just start with, I've got 3 Penhaligon. So I have Iris Prima, Artemisia, and a new one Santa brought. It is the favorite. So this Artemisia, first off, was like my last year. It sounds funny to say last year. Last year was like my favorite scent. I was like, oh my God, I love this scent. I still love it. It's fantastic. The only thing I would add to my reviews of the past is that it's a white floral vanilla, but it's kind of soapy. It's like a fresh soapy smell, not in a bad way, like not shampoo, but just fresh soap. I'm just going to add that into what my previous thoughts were, but I love it. I love it. And you know, I think Penhaligon definitely has kind of an old lady vibe about the scents. Not old lady, but just maybe, you know, antique. But I love them, and they're just beautiful. They're really, it's powdery, beautiful. And then I have Iris Prima, and forgive the bow fell off here. I'm going to move this so I can put this here. Iris Prima is really, it's a woodsy scent with iris. It's like a powdery iris with leather dry down. And it was created in connection with the English National Ballet. And it has this really nice, this is like a ballet slipper, the material, like a leather sole or something. So this is actually like my very favorite Penhaligon right now. I was wearing it during, you know, last year, and I was running around doing errands. I went into a post office where, you know, everyone was wearing masks, and the woman behind the counter, she was like, oh my God, you smell so good. And so that was like, okay, sealed the deal for Iris Prima. Also, my husband really likes this one as well. So I really like this. I'm definitely going to get a bigger bottle of that one. All right, and then over here, the favorite, which look how beautiful that is. So pretty. The favorite is brand new. So I've worn it a few times. I you know, I don't have it down completely for you, but I'm going to say the favorite. It also has the top notes. It's like freesia, violet, mandarin. And then there's mimosa, iris, and jasmine in the middle, and then sandalwood and musk at the end. It is like a powdery musk. I definitely smell the freesia at the very top. And then, you know, I'm still discovering the layers of this fragrance. It is very pretty. It's like a floral, powdery scent, in my opinion. But I'm still discovering it. So gonna reserve judgment right now. Oh, the one thing that's really special about this bottle, my husband had it engraved for Christmas, so Penhaligon will engrave the bottles for you with a little message. So that is special. All right, So there we have Penhaligon. Then, just because it's here, let's move over to, this is Fresh. So I'm sure everyone knows the brand Fresh, you know, that skincare product line. They also have lotions and face wash. This particular scent, the grapefruit, I discovered through a body lotion, and I really love the grapefruit. Is just so uplifting and fresh and, you know, invigorating. And so I wanted to try out the scent. I did get this for Christmas as well, so I haven't really used it, but I'm looking forward to it. You know, I love the scent, so, you know, I will have more details about it probably in the future, but for right now, looking forward to trying that. All right, so then let's get into 3 Monguerlons. Okay, so here they are. I got okay, did I just say 3 Guerlains, whatever. Monguerlon here, okay. I'm sure it's just such a popular scent. Everyone knows what it smells like. It's really pretty, very pretty. This Insolence is was quite a surprise to me. It smells very potent, in my opinion, still a little bit like grape medicine as I had as a child, but I think it's going to grow on me the more I sniff it throughout the year and going forward. So it's such a beautiful bottle. I'm still looking forward to that, but we'll see. Now this one is my newest one, La Petite Robe Noire. So this one is so crazy for me because it has a little black dress on it, so I assume you're supposed to wear it when you're going out in a little black dress to a formal occasion. But when I smelled this, it was love at first sniff, first of all. Oh, yes, it smells so good. This smells so good. It smells like cherry and strawberry jam in like a woodsy fire cabin, okay? And the reason I'm going to say that is when I smelled it, I was like, oh my gosh, I smelled this before, and I couldn't figure out what, because, you know, the smell is so different from what the bottle's looking like and what it seems like it's supposed to be used for. But, you know, I live in the Northeast in Boston, outside Boston, and so there's lots of, like, you know, history in this part of the US, and there's lots of like country stores that were supposed to mimic, you know, things in the 1700s, 1800s. And so they sell, you know, they sell pickles in barrels, they sell blueberry soap, they sell ginger snaps in big barrels, and then they always sell a lot of candles that are handmade, and just strawberry and jam comes to mind. But when you walk into that store, oh, and there's usually penny candy there and things like that. When you walk into that store, it smells just like this to me, and it's such a great memory because I love those stores. I love those types of things, and this smells like it. I guess my only disconnect is the black dress, and then it smells more like, you know, like a country store to me. Like, it's so crazy, but I love it. So that's that. All right, so going on, let's see. Yep. So next is Chanel's, of course, Coco Chanel. So when I had this bottle here, like, you know, a decade ago, I also had a bottle of Coco Chanel, which was my other one of the 3 that I had for eons. But this is a new bottle, brand new. I finally used the rest of my other bottle last year, and so I got this one for my birthday, and it's very special. My son gave it to me, so it's wonderful. But of course, you know, this is just always going to be a go-to. It's going to be one of my always go-to ones. I have actually not even sprayed this one yet, so I'm just reserving that. And I'm trying to think, like, the other one I had for so long, it might have gone like slightly bad. I don't know, but anyway, glad to have this new bottle. And then I have Coco Chanel ED. So this is the ED, the perfume, of course. This is the EDT, and I have to tell you, in my opinion, it's just not worth it because it's, you know, it's a little lighter, of course, than the EDP, just in the way it smells. Like, it seems like there's like a note missing, like one that gives it depth. But it goes away so fast. So you spray it and then it just seems to be gone, you know, pretty quickly. And I would imagine, you know, it's kind of good for, I guess, spraying like the sheets or bed, like because I think it would go away pretty quickly, because I do that sometimes, or like a linen closet. If I wore this out, I feel like it would be gone before, within a half hour, so I probably wouldn't. And the thing that I want to try that L'Eau Privée, the new one that they came out with, the Coco Mademoiselle, that you go to sleep with, the bedtime one. So I'm wondering if it smells like this. I hope not. I hope it's more substantial than the EDT, but we will see. Once this is gone, I'll probably buy the other and compare and contrast, see what is going on with that. All right, so that is Coco Mademoiselle. And then last but not least, we have Dylan Blue. And Dylan Blue, let's get this out of the way. I love the bottle, okay? Like I said before, I'm not going to rebuy Dylan Blue. I love when you first spray it, it's like a burst of green apple. Yeah, the top smells good. But then, I don't know, it just smells like an overpowering kind of like too perfumey shampoo to me. And so that's that. I'm not crazy about it. But, it's not horrible, like a disaster, like I can't take it, but it's not great. So it looks pretty sitting there for now. So we'll see. But that is my collection. So there's 18 full-size bottles, and yeah, I think, that's a lot to go through. For 2021, we'll see what we do. I guess I'll tell you like sort of my favorites, and again, some I don't know yet because I haven't had I haven't had enough time to really go through them. But so this one, I love the smell just because I associate it with like happy memories. And of course, Coco Mademoiselle will always be one of my top ones that I will keep. I like Mon Guerlain. Oh, of course, Artemisia. Love, 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 love. And of course, Iris Prima. I love, love, love. The favorite, I think it will be one of my favorites, but the jury's still out on that. The bottle, though, I will always keep because it's been inscribed. But again, maybe it will be my favorite. Who knows? Because things change. And then over here, so I love this one. Last summer I was loving that, so let's see how this summer goes, but I think I'll still be loving it. And I love Gypsy Water. I think that's always going to be a go-to. Velvet Haze, I'm still curious about this. It's definitely a little patchouli, which I love patchouli. I didn't mention that in my last video. I think I said I couldn't smell the patchouli, but now I do. I smell the patchouli. But still kind of considering this one. Slow Dance, I really like Slow Dance, and this one I really like. Bibliotech, I just sprayed it a couple times, but it's like a beautiful, it's like a fruity plum at the top, and then it keeps developing, and then it does smell like a library with, old books, which is kind of crazy, but I will probably do a full-size review if people want it. Please put in the description if you do. Vanilla Woods, no, I'm not going to rebuy that. Mimosa and Cardamom, I really like it, but I'm not quite sure. There's lots of Jo Malones to try, so we'll see. But that's the curious thing about perfumes, is you sort of have your favorites, but then your tastes change too. So it's that's why it's kind of fun. So, all right, well, that is all I've got. Thank you so much if you guys made it to the end. I really, I love showing you my collection, and thank you so much for joining me, and I hope that you hit like and subscribe, and I look forward to talking with you in another video. All right, thanks so much. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.